when you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
And hello everyone and welcome on into movie night.
Hello.
Hello.
And I've just realised that things aren't working as they should, so I'm going to try and fix that while I talk to you. So, how are we all doing? Come on in, make yourselves at home. I am Cheesemondo. I'm in the hot seat again this evening. So you're at the mercy of my woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
And with your butt being burned in the hot seat, that could make you truculent.
Hey, by the way,
Whoa.
back on my own.
Would it make him succulent?
Hold on.
No, truculent. Well, succulent, that's another way. What wine do we serve at Cheesemondo?
Hold on.
Steak.
Guys.
Something cheap.
Guys.
T-bone.
When it comes to being in the hot seat, I had a seat on my old school bus that was known as the hot seat. And it was used as, quote, punishment, but I decided to make it so that it wasn't so much a punishment as it was,
Your seat.
yeah. I laid claim to it, if you would.
Yes.
Let's do a quick round the room and say hello, and then let's get into some woo. So, RJ, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I'm here.
Hello? Oh,
Yes,
good.
Are we actually going to be watching the movie I suggested?
It's on the wheel. We think we probably need to tell people it runs for about 5 days, but yeah, it's definitely on the wheel.
Yes. I brought up a Standing for Truth interview with a young Earth creationist on the reptile mammal transition, which directly is my turf. So if it lands on that, I plead completely guilty and responsible for it, and I am not at all sorry.
If the wheel lands on mammals, we will be here until Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, it can be done in installments. You could do that in little segments. But you'll
That's kinda
probably
like-
not learn anything from it. McLean is an actual creationist paleontologist,
Wait,
That's kind of
McLean.
like the way to get stimulus checks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on, did you say McLean?
Not
Yes,
John.
McLean. Matthew McLean.
Oh,
John
so
McLean.
is he John's stupid older brother?
Are you thinking of a different person than what everyone else is thinking of?
John McClane. Apparently, John
Moving
McClane
on.
is a stupid older brother.
It's a movie reference, which is
Yes.
only going to make sense if you see the movie.
Yeah.
A Die Hard reference.
Yes.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Ah.
Muddy Funster. Mom Nado, how are you doing?
I'm here. Whether I will last the
Well,
whole
that's-
night is debatable.
Anyone's guess.
Yeah. So, hello everyone.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Purple Rhymes with Orange, are you there, sir?
I am here.
Awesome.
That is the only thing I'm willing to admit to.
Good.
You are extant. You occupy time, space, all that.
And then, last but not least, Tornado in a Junkyard, are you there?
Yes, I am here, although some days I would not wish to be.
Oh,
However, today is one of those days where I wish to be. And remember, Tornado in a Junkyard is never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I'm just
We've
full
had
of
to
the
go
movie
the
references
past
today.
few weeks on the wheel without your incantation directly. This has been.
I'm sorry. But now that I'm here, we can actually do that. So, do you wish for me to do that?
They have been
gotta get around to it.
severely distressed not to have you on the wheel.
All right.
Monitoring.
Wheel of
It's-
misfortune. Turn. Show us the stupid that we should burn. Spin it! Oh no! Oh no!
oh no, indeed.
Downward force.
Oh,
Force. I've experienced
No,
downward force every
downward
once in a
force,
while.
not outward force.
downward force. I'm,
No, hold on. The downward force is called the force, and it binds everything together.
That's
force.
As
not-
opposed to the downward force.
Hmm.
You know, I actually thought that was reading the downward force for a second there.
Well, we're
think-
still working on that one. You know, that patent pending.
You
No,
know,
it's
think
the
you-
downer force. It's what causes everything to get depressed.
downer force.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then
Well,
they
yeah,
just
the
take
downer
more
force is
speed.
when you run out of people to eat.
They just
I
need
think
to
you're
take
all going to
some
be,
more speed.
you're all going to be massively disappointed by this video then.
Oh god.
I should hope so.
Oh dear.
What kind of a
Dreams.
video would you put up here that wouldn't be disappointing?
What's with those
Yeah,
things coming
we're
out the
disappointed in most of the videos we see on here. So,
Oh dear.
Oh,
SOP.
shit, there
Well-
goes the planet.
Here we go. see what you think of this one.
Hello, everybody out there in YouTube.
Gong.
This is Good Times for All. Right
Right off the bat?
In this video,
You're beating
we will be
Tornado.
explaining how incoherent electrostatic acceleration creates the downward vector.
Drink!
Grab
oh my god. Let's just
Yeah.
go and get it over with.
Yeah, so apparently incoherent, which of course means completely nothing. I love the fact that he brought up the phrase incoherent. It's just hysterical that he used that phrase. I think that was foreshadowing. But still, the fact of the matter here is that this guy is claiming incoherent shit and whatever. But the bulk matter is electrically neutral. That means that there's no inherent electric charge to it. And if there's no inherent electric charge to it, then there's no point, or then there's no reason why it should be having to do with electromagnetism. The downward vector that we all experience is due to gravity.
But what if the little electrons have gotten really drunk? Couldn't they get incoherent then?
No.
Oh,
No.
darn. Well, out with that theory.
Okay. Adding to this, incoherent means having no definite or stable phase relationship, or expressed in an incomprehensible or confusing way. Unclear.
I think he's
So-
going for the second.
Yeah, you mean the first one I said. But the point is that just because you don't understand something, and you know you're an idiot, doesn't mean you need to express your opinion in a video.
But that's what YouTube is for, Mom Nato.
Oh, seriously?
It's the cuddle
fuck.
blanket for all the woo lovers in the universe, and if not,
Oh.
if they
here-
didn't have a way to put videos up to show how stupid they were, A, they wouldn't be able to assuage their pathetically needy ego, and B, they wouldn't be an object of ridicule by us.
And here I thought it was so they could deal with the methods of Bohica.
Can you all imagine how
Or-
dull movie night would be without Woo?
Or
True. We'd be wooless.
what's the other one? Never mind. Most people don't know what Bohica means.
However, we do know what Boca Chica means.
I know about Boudica, the early
Bohica.
Roman leader of Britain, who was a fierce
Boudicca?
warrior woman. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Bohica, bend over. Here it comes again.
That could have accounted for the guy making this video, though. You have to admit that.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what he said. I thought it was so that they could all.
And because the
Bohica.
vibrator was tingling with electricity, that's where he got the connection with the incoherent electrons.
Incoherent electromagnetic downward force. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
It's all
if he
starting to make
wasn't-
sense now, Mom.
If he wasn't sitting on that vibrator so far, he wouldn't have downward force.
Ah!
Hey, Mom, you are embarrassing your offspring here.
That's what mums are for.
That's true.
Don't
And
make
this
Tell him to put
it
his
out,
hands
Mom.
over his
I
ears.
will bring it out.
Oh, dear.
and I will
Phrasing.
kill. You do, and I will quite literally kill you.
You're only supposed to do that on a video if you're in Congress.
Well, I hope he never videos his sex acts. Thank you.
I think
No,
we can
no, I've
all
had enough
agree
people
that
threatening
that's
to
the
videotape
sound
those
rule.
Besides, my birthday's coming up. It's such a good present to embarrass him.
Do you like how we're delaying, Cheese?
I got that feeling. I also love to stay quiet because I learned so much.
Yeah, well, about not necessarily anything related to the
Yeah.
video, but still.
My birthday's
Nope.
in 8 days, and yeah.
Yeah. I suppose we should let the video run more
Yeah.
so that we can advance to the science part.
Maybe we'll get to the mammals quicker if we let the video play.
Yeah, we only got
Oh,
one
man.
drink up there. I mean, that's pretty damn pathetic.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Here we go.
A word which many do not comprehend is a theory that was created to explain the paths of the luminaries above and what keeps them in orbit around other bodies, including our Earth. It has been known and taught
drink.
in college-level physics courses.
Oh, couldn't you let him go a little longer there, Tornado?
Really?
He is spouting inherent wrongness, and he is also spouting incoherent wrongness. That acceleration that you're describing that explains the paths of the luminaries, there's actually a word for it. It's called gravity. If I have to say that word one more time, I'll do the full frickin' desert file, and you don't want me to do the full.
No, we don't
frickin'
want you to do
No,
that.
no, please. No.
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 We
thank
all
you.
we're all in agreement on that, right?
Yes.
We're all in agreement.
Okay, good. We have
Moving on.
consensus.
Moving on.
I'm gonna
Please.
hit the no drink button, which means I am vetoing any drinks for the next minute.
But the
I would
electric
say 3
forces
minutes
that
at
hold
least.
the Earth together are 26 times stronger than the gravitational forces that are supposedly here on Earth. I will now show you a
Ooh,
short
he's
video
having an
of former
authority.
MIT physics professor Walter Lewin explain this quite clearly.
So what holds
Notice
our
how
world together?
blurry everything is.
Well, on the nuclear scale, 10 to the minus 12 centimeters, very important are the nuclear forces. On an atomic scale, up to thousands of kilometers, it's really electric forces that hold our world together. But on a much larger scale, planets and stars and the galaxy, it is gravity that holds our world together.
Or lights in the sky. Oh
Now
my
you may say,
God.
That's very inconsistent with what you just told us, because didn't you tell us that D cancels if you compare gravity with electricity?
Yes, but keep in mind that most objects in the universe have only a very small amount of charge per unit mass. The Earth and Mars have each a charge of about 400,000 coulombs, The
Chris.
gravitational force
Hello,
between
Chris.
them is therefore about 17 orders of magnitude larger
You
than the
inadvertently
electric
walked
force.
into an actual science lecture here.
So even though our immediate surroundings are dominated by electric forces, including your own body for that matter, the behavior of the universe on a large scale is dictated by gravity.
Heliocentric model.
One of my favorite professors.
As you heard, the
Yeah.
professor state, gravity does not take place until we start talking about a moon orbiting a planet, the planet orbiting a sun, or stars orbiting the
Drink.
center of their
Drink.
galaxy.
Yeah. We need to let Chris say hi, too, if he's feeling
Say
up
hi,
to it.
Chris.
Hello, Chris.
I don't know how long I can stay. I just want to drop in.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're
say-
glad to hear you.
We were listening to
we
a
are.
fellow who was trying to argue that gravity is in fact incoherent electricity.
How'd your thing go?
So, well, heart bypass went swimmingly. I'm on the road recovery and looking to get back into the swing of things.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Tell you, having a heart attack was
Not
Shocking.
nice.
very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to do CPR on me and everything. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. You must be feeling really bruised in
Yeah,
more
well.
ways than one. We are so glad to hear from you and thankful
was
that
worried.
everything went well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to be here to say hello. So, but I don't know when I get back in the full swing of things. But
Well, recuperate
it's coming.
carefully, rest up, do all of that.
Yep, for
Yep.
those of us who are not atheists, we'll keep you in our prayers.
Yeah. Well, I much appreciate it. So,
Yep.
Team Skeptic even gave me a shout out earlier today when I was said hello on his stream. So, we're I'm just overwhelmed with the support and everything that you guys have been showing me. It's been great.
Yep.
So,
Hey, we look out
Well-
for our own.
Yep. You're one of our own, so.
yeah. Anyway. And,
Plus, we love
you know,
seeing the room you're in with all the little books and things. We're used to it. We're addicted to it. We
Yeah.
cannot get away from it.
Yeah. So it sounds like you got Eric DeBay going there.
No,
No, this is a freshening compoop.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
And
fresh.
they're trying to debunk.
Electromagnetism.
Yeah, he just put up a really wonderful science lecture which said things that were actually true, and then he suddenly spectacularly misunderstood it.
Oh, yes.
Which I find that is one of my favorite professors from MIT, just because of the way he explains everything and then he demonstrates it.
Yes.
Except this poor schnook doesn't actually understand it. He thinks that gravity only takes effect like on planets. No, that he explicitly said within the short range of things like your body. In other words, the things that you physically encounter, electrical effects are the dominant thing. When you rub your hand on a table, that's electrical. And that's the interactions of the electron shells. It's nowhere near the little nucleus way down inside where the nuclear forces are holding the atom together. But the gravitational fields are still doing stuff. And
Right.
just as you can use a little teeny toy magnet to lift an object off the ground in spite of the force of gravity, on the long term, the little weak gravity force, the weakest force in the universe, is relentless and is everywhere, and you can never escape it.
Yes. The easiest way to demonstrate electrons and electricity in the body is rub a balloon on your hair, stick it to the wall.
or be like Chris Kelling and have to have CPR. I'm sorry.
Or-
Had to go for it. Had to go for it.
Drag
But,
your stocking feet on a carpet and then
Yeah.
touch your buddy.
You betcha.
Or scratch my cat Loki on his head and on his back, and you will continually shock him.
And of course,
Anyway.
it should be pointed out that the heliocentric model that this idiot has been decrying would be true independent of whether or not anyone worked out gravity, because that was established before Newton came along to make sense of said model. And none of the evidence for it goes away, even were it the case that gravitational theory was incorrect. So the guy has just blown both of his feet off, and we're going to see him popping around on his little stumps here any minute now.
Okay.
I
Cool.
do believe there was a drink call in there, so when we go ahead
think
and
we
get on
finished
with it.
Now,
Get on with it.
Seats.
Moving
I
on.
fully agree that this is a theoretical concept that is unproven still
Nope.
today, and find
Drink!
it odd that they need ideas such as
I'm
dark
vetoing
matter
that.
to make up over 90% of their model to explain how it is possible. Having said this, I completely understand people's reluctancy to use gravity in any kind of discussion about the place we live. At the same time, most
after
people who have never been
after putting a
educated on the
lecture up
subject correctly
from a physicist
believe
talking
that the
about
force
it.
holding things in orbit and the force making things fall are one and the same. In which lies
Yes,
the
that's
problem.
Oh my
It is
god.
hard to explain how this place works when most do not know how the laws of electricity control the world around us. I will try
Where's
in
Maxwell
this
when you
video
need
to
him?
explain how incoherent electrostatic acceleration works while using examples that can be recreated by anyone.
Wow, and no one ever thought of doing
We
this
will take a look at
before.
Earth's electrostatic field. This is important because we, along with all the matter in this known realm, are inside of an electrostatic field. The Earth
Ooh,
itself has a
pretty.
So he is quite literally claiming that the reason we don't fall off the earth is
Is
because of an
electricity.
electrostatic field and electricity. Okay, so if that's true, why do we not damage our computers whenever we type on them? Because if we're yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You cannot have an electrostatic field affecting you to the point that it keeps you to the ground.
But he's going to be
without
detecting it. He's going to do an
damaging
experiment for us. He's going to prove it.
Okay. Right.
He said he
And that's
He promised
about
me a pony.
Yeah.
And I'm the Queen of England.
Oh, good morning, Your Majesty. How are you there?
Oh, I just got a question. The electrostatic static there kind of doesn't that give you a clue on what's going on with the electrons? That it's a static force. It's not
It doesn't hold you anywhere.
like lightning. Lightning is static
How
electricity.
come like cows aren't sucked into lightning bolts from all the electricity?
Really.
Just because you've never seen it happen doesn't mean it doesn't.
And,
Well,
and
there
you know,
go. Yeah,
my
they've been
hair-
covering up those flying cows and sheep.
right. And if the electrostatic field around us was so strong that it could hold us to the earth, then all of our hair would be sticking straight up all the time. And my hair does not stick up in the air.
Well, that's because your hair refuses to believe in the electrostatic universe. That's all.
Exactly. Okay. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, so when are we getting to the science, Daddy?
Ooh, daddies.
Well, should we watch a bit more?
You guys are terrible.
Daddy, where's mommy?
Where's my science? You promised me science. No, you didn't promise science. I'm sorry. That was not correct.
I'm sorry, mommy's busy. She cannot provide your science.
Mummy's working with her own electrostatics.
It's called a vibrator.
We're going to embarrass poor Cheese here.
Moving on.
Is that vibrator running from the electrostatic energy in the atmosphere?
Or you're just happy to see me.
Well, next he's going to be talking about vibrational forces, so you never know.
I've got a question about this whole electrostatic thing that, at least in my apartment, it seems directly related to the humidity, that the cat crackles when it's very dry.
Mm-hmm.
So how does the electrostatic force hold us down?
Anomalies there?
Well, how does the electrostatic force hold us down when it's raining?
That's a good question.
Good question, yeah.
And every time that I've like touched a piece of metal when I've had a static charge and there's a discharge, I don't see any, gravitational effects like little dust particles suddenly coming toward me.
Or ripples.
Purple. The answer's obvious to that one. The reason why you don't float off when it's raining is because you're wet and you're heavier.
Yeah, you're more dense.
The vibrations of water are somehow counteracting the electrical thing. And because he doesn't have to use that dreaded mathematics stuff, he's never going to have to worry about quantifying it. But we're going to have experiments. He's promised experiments.
Okay, well, let's move on and see his experiment, which is probably just going to be a bunch of bullshit.
Who wants to bet it's going to involve a balloon?
Who wants to bet it involves a balloon sticking to a wall?
Okay, let's find
We're
out.
so excited. This is almost like Christmas. If Christmas were really boring.
Here we go.
Negative charge compared to the air above it all across the plane. As soon as you leave the surface, there is a positive charge in the air around you that grows in electrostatic potential the further you go up towards the sky.
Oh my god.
It is a
Citation
steady,
needed.
gradual rise
Citation
in potential, which
fucking
tells us,
needed.
according
He's
to the
got
laws of
pictures.
electricity, that we are between two Gaussian surfaces. A Gaussian surface is simply a surface that encloses or distributes a charge. If there were only one
drink.
surface, the rate...
Yes, Tornado.
Okay, I have some serious problems with that. Like, question
Just
number
with that?
Yeah, just with that, nothing else.
Yeah, I have some serious questions about that Gaussian whatever the fuck. The first question is, if it's a plane and it's enclosed, then why isn't the positive charge of the firmament earthing to the negative charge of the ground?
And why don't planes in the air constantly have sparks coming off them?
Due to St. Elmo's fire.
Exactly. If there's such a strong electromagnetic field that it's holding us down, planes should be triggering lightning bolts throughout the sky as they fly.
You mean St. Elmo was fired from Sesame Street? Don't tell me that. No.
Yes, he was.
I believe the answer to that one is that planes don't use airplane fuel. They're actually running on static electricity, which is why they don't explode.
Okay.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, that's sure a scam for that kerosene industry.
Now, something I gotta mention here, just for completion. When a plane is moving through the air and the wing is moving through the air, it is creating a lot of static. And they have these poles that sit off the flight controls that dissipate that static.
Okay.
Without affecting its gravitational effect. Wow.
Yeah, I don't see how it's adding gravity though. So the plane doesn't have a spark.
Well, these effects are clearly so
Fuel line.
obvious
I mean-
that you would have expected like some scientist to have spotted it by now. So he's going to have to explain why the most brilliant minds in the history of science somehow didn't kick onto this.
So what you're saying is he's making shit up.
Well, he's falling in that.
Maybe
There's
a
a
little.
small niche bunch of electric universe people who are just exactly as dense as this guy is. And
So-
they basically put up cute little pictures and make claims.
So we have flat earthers and electric earthers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And remember, he's
Maybe
doubtful
they
of that
should marry each other.
heliocentric model.
Well, maybe they should marry each other, and then they could have flat Earth electricity.
That's how we got Ted Cruz.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
Stop
didn't mean to
that.
bring him up back. I'm sorry. You-
Sheesh. God, dogs and cats living together, isn't it bad
Mass
enough?
hysteria.
I thought it was Daniel Platt.
I don't know.
No, he's currently chained to his water heater.
Okay, let's get to the science here.
Well, it's better
I
than the
don't know.
pedophile.
It's off on a tangent, but all this talk about static electricity makes me nostalgic for the original Daleks. In the
Exterminate.
1960s movie with Peter Cushing, they ran on static electricity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exterminate.
Exterminate.
Exterminate. Yes.
The very first time in history when a salt shaker went rogue.
Yeah.
They were
true.
able to defeat one by rolling it onto a rubber poncho.
Yeah.
Oh my
What?
God.
Oh, those were the innocent
And
little days.
stairs.
Well,
Joking.
but
No.
that was before K9 either. You know, cute little K9.
Just had to run upstairs to get away from them.
Yeah. Yes, that's what resolved. They were just showing a video of policemen on rollerblades, and it was very effective until somebody realized that they could be escaped from by just going up a stair.
Yep.
Oh, good grief. Should we watch a bit more?
Yeah, I want the science. We've got pretty pictures now. I bet we're going to get very detailed formulas that have persuaded the scientific community of the absolute accuracy of this groundbreaking discovery.
RJ, you're
Yeah.
running a fever.
I know.
You should take
dear.
drugs, some antibiotics for that because you're
We've encountered this sort of
hallucinating.
thing before, and it's always been due to human error.
I know, but you're hallucinating. So
Oh, I wish I could hallucinate something better than this movie.
Oh, good grief. Here we go.
The
Medication
positive
over
potential
here.
grew would be different.
Gauss's law.
Knowing that we are between two Gaussian
This fall on
surfaces,
NBC.
we can also know that certain phenomenon will take place in all matter within the electric field, or area between the two surfaces.
Despite both matter
For
being
this topic, we will
neutral.
first look at polarization through electrostatic induction. Electrostatic induction is a phenomenon where the positive and negative static charges
I'm calling drink there. Only because is it just me that when they hear that when they hear the word phenomenon in their heads, the Muppets are going do 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 do. Sluvgill got it. Excellent. Right, on with the movie.
on matter are
No.
slightly separated or polarized due to the electrostatic charge of its surrounding area.
What?
None of which is
If one
technically
side of the object's
controversial or
surroundings
relevant.
is positive
to
and
gravity.
the other negative, the negative charge on the object will be attracted to the positive area around it.
This is how a
Wow.
battery works.
The positive charge
This
on the
is how
object
cells are
will be
constructed.
attracted to the negative area on the opposite side. So here on Earth, the positive
Ooh, a
charge on our
tree
bodies is
and a
always
cat.
attracted down towards the Earth, and the negative will be attracted to the area above. This phenomenon
What
creates
the
a
hell?
slight force in that downward
Oh my
vector,
God.
because as soon as we leave
Which again
the
has
ground,
nothing
we
to
start
do with
becoming
gravity.
positively charged by the air around us and are now forced towards the negative of the ground. This
I vote for
is
gonging.
electrostatic
Gong!
acceleration.
Gong this shit!
Oh,
This is before we got to the science.
that
I
was
wanted to
his
get to the
science.
science documentation and the experiment. He was promising us experiments that would absolutely incontrovertibly prove it. That I could do like at home with crap I could find around the house, maybe.
Now, come on, people. We
Oh,
can't
you
go on this.
sweet
We've got to let
summer
RJ see his
child.
experiment.
Okay,
Okay,
fine.
are we withdrawing the gong?
I guess.
Okay.
I want to see the experiment. I'm pining for the
Trouble
experiment.
twisted my arm.
This could change our entire lives.
Okay, fine.
Think
Okie doke.
that the attraction from
Yeah.
above
Boy,
and
I'm a
below
gullible
would
sap.
cancel out completely. But it is the electrostatic gradient that creates a flow from the positive above to the negative below. Think of the Earth as a
No more
flat
drink
strainer,
calls.
and there is a constant flow of water from above,
Chris
moving
Kelly
very
is
Chris has
slowly,
his hands up.
always applying a force in a downward direction.
Pause. Chris has his hand up.
Yeah, pause for Chris's hand.
Well, I didn't mean to put a pause on it, but
Oh, but we're
the,
so grateful.
I just keep thinking of that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah.
We know this.
I mean, if that was the case, we'd constantly be electrocuting ourselves.
That's what I just said. I said that earlier. Yeah.
Where
I'm
Why are
confirming.
But he's got arrows, and he's got a word that says ground, and that means science.
I guess, but no.
No.
No, just no.
Somehow I figured, this isn't this how Einstein and Newton did their presentations back in their sciencey days? Didn't it do this, with little PowerPoint slides?
No, they didn't have PowerPoint
CGI.
back then.
Some kind of wax tablet alternative, like a
They
chalkboard,
did it
maybe,
with
like a
tableau
science-
vivant.
Mm.
Okay, come on, I want that sign. I want
Parchment
that
paper.
experiment.
Let's hold
Promise-
this.
You remember, he promised experiment.
Yeah, let's hold any more drink calls until we get to the experiments. If he doesn't have any, then we can gong it.
Okay.
This would be
Oh, you
considered a
sweet
vector.
summer child.
The electrostatic potential difference getting stronger as you rise from the Earth will keep a steady pressure from above at all
Documentation
times
needed, but
until
let's
it
continue.
reaches the Gaussian surface above.
Ooh.
When
That's
we
not a
reverse the polarity
Gaussian
of the electric field and put a negative surface above a positive one, we can reverse this electrostatic phenomenon and get things to stick to the upper plate as if it were the ground. This works with all types
You
of
can
matter.
Little
get
itty
wood.
bitty
Move wood.
things.
Iron filings, and even human hair with these forces.
Wow, human hair.
Believe it or not, you
Heavy.
can get water to bend.
Fabulously heavy human hairs.
If the vector lines created between the two Gaussian surfaces are curved, all the matter will follow these field lines as well.
Okay.
In this
Okay.
demonstration,
And
instead of
charming
using
but
a flat
irrelevant.
plane, I use two circular objects as my Gaussian surfaces. You can see that as the water settles after being sloshed around by me turning the wheel on the Van de Graaff generator, it comes to rest with a curve in the surface following the electric field lines between the two spheres.
And
This
that's
is
his, that's his
the ionosphere.
experiment.
A phenomenon that has never been created in a lab is a theory yet to be verified, but is needed to create this phenomenon here on
That's
Earth.
maybe
Drink!
because it's
Maxwell
not
himself
real.
changed.
Oh my god.
Oh, a phenomenon that hasn't ever been verified in the lab, except for all the times that it has with, any measurement that any dumb fuck can do if they only wanted to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This
Yes, you should have been a
idiot
more
frust-
polite, Tornado. It's Mr. Dumbfuck.
This idiot frustrates me to no end.
Mr. Dumbfuck Bohica?
Only on
Bend
Tuesdays.
over. Here it comes again.
Yeah.
Bite down
think
on the
that-
pillow.
I think I think we've seen enough of this. That experiment was just
Yeah,
pitiful.
lame.
RJ,
Gong it.
RJ, how do you feel about your experiments?
I think that my vain hope has been shattered into little tiny pieces of quivering electric incoherence. teeny tiny little blobs of electrons that are just writhing around on the floor in desperation. That's where it is, I tell you, Cheese.
Going, where's my positive and negative charge?
Yeah, they're looking around for a cat even, and there ain't any, and so they're just sitting there, little electron tears coming out.
Wouldn't that be neutrons?
Well, now that's just plain silly. The idea that an electron would weep a neutron, that's just silly.
Really?
Yeah. This is, I mean, here we are. We had such a lofty level of technical science from this Nimrod, and now you lower it to just low comedy there, Mom.
Yes, well, something's got to amuse me about this video.
That's true, and not going to get it from the video.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think what I heard you all say is...
Meg.
Go.
Yeah. This is a piece of worthless crap.
I think we let him
No, crap
ramble
is
on
better.
enough to prove
Now,
they...
to be
Crap
fair,
has more worth than this video.
to be
RJ.
fair, there are Electric Universe people who write very long technical papers that will bore you beyond measure. So we should count ourselves really lucky.
Claudia?
Yeah.
Claudia
Claudia.
This
I
is
wonder what
Claudia
Claudia could do with
Albert.
an electron.
I'm
Especially if
sorry,
the
I have to say
electron
it.
were shaped like a space lizard.
Or shaped like Planet X.
Yes. Do you know how to find Planet X?
No,
First
no.
you start with Planet A, and then you just keep on going.
No, it's not Planet X, it's Planet Eggs.
Does that go with ham and eggs? Ham and eggs, ham and eggs.
And bacon. Don't forget the bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, I'm gonna have to drop off.
Okay, see you later, Chris. Thank you for
glad I-
stopping
Continue to
by.
recuperate. No more heart
Yeah,
attacks.
flat
That's
out.
an order.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. So,
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Rest up there, kiddo.
okay, take care, guys.
Bye.
See you soon, Chris. Take care of yourself.
Good night.
Take care
Bye.
of yourself, buddy.
Good night.
Okay, we got 9 drinks on that. Do we have any other wheels on the spinner, or dare we?
Oh, I think we can probably fit in something else.
Yeah, and probably we should avoid mammals this week, but you can leave that as like a dreadful evil promise for the future.
Well, I'll leave it on the wheel, and if it comes up, we can always respin.
Because it's there. It's there. I haven't even seen it yet. I will eventually have to see it because I will want to grind it to pulp in The Rocks Are There Volume 2.
Is this a creationist video?
Oh, yeah. It's McLean criticized Evolution Slam Dunk, my book on the reptile mammal transition back in 2019, and he's been leveling other things with it since.
Oh,
So
boy.
this one is just the latest one. And Standing for Truth, who always knows how to suck up to a creationist and never ask any serious methods questions of him, apparently spent 2 hours interviewing this little twerp, explaining why the reptile mammal transition doesn't apparently mean what it apparently does, and in a video rather than writing it that wonderful monograph that he does intend to do. Yeah, that's my take on it at the moment. I'm
It's
looking
all
for
very
programming
simple.
methods. Yeah.
You are what you eat. So when a cat eats a lizard, that's the reptile mammal transition.
Man isst, was man isst, as the Germans say. Because it's a cute little pun in German. Okay, we killed cheese.
So I was going to say, should we give this a spin?
Yeah, spin that damn wheel, kid.
Feel us the stupid that we should burn.
Again.
Pretty colors. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Landed
good
on.
grief.
Is that extraterrestrials?
Extra land.
Extra lands.
Oh no!
Ooh.
This is grim.
How long is the Extra Lands video?
That's a good question. Bear with me one second.
This is
See.
grim.
This is grim. This video is. Oh shoot! It's 27 minutes, so we might have to go on this one.
Manageable, sorta.
I don't think we're going to make it to 27 minutes on this one. I suspect we're not going to make it through the first.
Yeah, the
Preemptive
question
gong.
is how long until it gets gonged.
Yeah. This one is this is painful. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to the Dean Wright Show. And we're here to have a look at the extra lands beyond the Antarctic South Pole Circle that surrounds our flat and stationary realm.
Ooh,
I've been on
I
Google
wanna know how you
Images and
determine
there's a
that.
few decent maps have come up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through them and then I'm going to take you on to a documentary called Above Majestic and some of the items that relate to this map that I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share the screen
Ooh,
and we're going to talk about this map here.
wow.
Okay. Now,
That's
if you notice,
big.
there is our known continent system here. Yeah.
Uh-huh,
There's a
and
sun,
there's a
there's a
hole.
moon, and there's another moon there. There's lots of talk of two moons, two suns, and there's another sun here on the outer perimeter on the continents beyond our known system.
Drink.
That's an
Drink.
easy
Focus
one
on
to
this for now.
hide.
Okay. So he's trying to claim that we have an extra sun and an extra moon that
Yeah.
nobody ever sees in the sky with our own sun and moon.
Ooh, he can
And
kinda skip past that.
that there is another layer to the earth.
Yeah.
Now, what it
Just
looks like,
concentric ice walls.
yeah, what it looks like is the little moon is orbiting the little sun on our section of the ice wall, and there's another little sun with a little moon revolving around it in this other track, which apparently
other
no one
ice
ever
wall.
sees. And then there's pieces of land that they are remarkably detailed as to the shape of these things. Did Mr. Wacky Explorer go out there somehow and make all this?
No.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Well, more
you're
important-
spoiling it for me there.
More importantly, I'm noticing something suspicious. That this looks like a cutout of another image. Just down one and two to the right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's
this
got-
guy uses Google image search and then decides that stuff on it's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
And more
Okay.
importantly, he's going to claim that these extra lands are hidden by the ever ominous, nameless, and faceless they, despite Antarctic cruises being cheap enough that most middle Americans with a high enough living wage could actually buy a ticket and go down to Antarctica with. It's not like there's an entire booming tourism industry for Antarctica alone.
Isn't there kind of a hole in the wall and then another hole in the wall, multiple holes in the wall?
Yes.
Now, are they implying that there is even more stuff outside the second ring? So, you know, I want to know, first of all, does Donald Trump have any options on any of the real estate there? And secondly, how many Starbucks are there?
None. Because
The
they don't
big question-
exist.
The big question.
Well, that would be a hampering consideration. That's true.
Yes.
Well, I do have to ask one question here.
Mm-hmm.
How are they guarding that hole? Because
That's
it
where the
seems to
penguins and
me
blazers are, I guess.
It seems to me that anyone who has the ability to sail there with a stealthy enough ship could slip past and report all this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
to
suppose
mention
nobody's taken any
that,
pictures of the other continents, like when they visited
Hi.
there.
Is that where all the dinosaurs went then?
Yeah, maybe we'll run into Mr. Professor Challenger.
Or the T-Rexes and stuff, and and the
I want to see
mammoths.
this guy's monograph. This guy's not going to have a monograph, is he?
No, I don't think he's going to get past spirograph.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
just
let's continue.
just before we continue, I've been sent something far more pressing than this nonsense that we're looking at. Mr. Nielsen's puppy.
Oh, that cute little puppy.
Yay!
It's a German Shepherd puppy.
Yeah.
Are you sure he may have just gotten a coyote?
That suddenly put our information content in tonight's show back up into the plus level.
So cute.
This cute little thing. Oh, cute little puppy. You realize you have more brains than all the people that make these videos? You cute little thing.
Yeah, he's smart enough to be trained to shit outside.
Yeah, instead of drawing maps of their shit.
Yeah, really. And splattering it across the computer.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me wonder if dogs have their own variant of flat earthers.
Sure they do. It's called cats.
Okay, well, let's see more groundbreaking science from this guy's den.
We can't gong him already?
No, we can't, and we've just been joined by Renee and me.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
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 You're muted,
Hello?
Renee.
Hello?
We've got a new map of the Flurf.
Mmm.
It's even stupider than the old map of the Flurf.
Imagine that.
That's not. I didn't think it was easy to make a stupider map than the old one, but he's pulled it off.
Well, they are flurfinatters.
Somebody
Without
that
the
just has
marshmallows.
figured out how to draw things, and they can do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you know that we have 2 moons and 2 suns on separate little tracks?
And another set of continents that we never knew was there.
Yeah.
Mmm.
And that's where the Munchkins live.
The Lollipop Guild. The
Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop
Good copyright strike.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
MGM will sue.
Right.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry, MGM, not really.
Who's afraid of the wicked witch? The wicked witch.
We're off to see the gizzard, the wonderful Gizzard of Oz.
Okay,
No,
we
the
gotta
Gizzard
get
of
back on.
Laws.
is this a competition so you can get the first content ID claim by singing on movie night?
Yes, yes, it is, and we're not afraid.
RJ, it's not the Gizzard of Oz, it's the Gizzard of Laws.
Ah. Or the Blizzard of Oz if there's too much snow.
Yes. Hmm.
Or the Lizard of
no,
Oz
no,
if you go the dinosaur route.
Okay, you're all stalling. You're all stalling for
Or the
time.
Itty Izzard of Oz. Don't
It's-
let me go there.
It's not going to work. We're not stalling anymore.
Now, this is your Antarctic ice wall that goes 360 around us. Okay? Then what you've got here are other
Except the piece that's
continents
missing, yeah.
beyond the known continent system. Okay? And that in turn has its own ice fall around it as well, with its own sun and probably its own moon. There has been lots of talk over the years of 2 suns being seen in the sky. You might have seen videos.
Citation.
on
Lots
that.
of talk.
But there is your
Lots of
evidence.
talk.
Well, not evidence, but there's a suggestion of what it could be like. Okay. Now, what I found next to it, which was quite amazing, is you put in flat Earth lands beyond the South Pole into Google Images, and the next slide, you get this. Admiral Byrd, there is left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. Yeah, well, he's talking about this. He's talking about one of these here.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
Citation
He's
needed.
not talking about this rubbish here. That's never been seen by a human being.
Oh, that's just
and that's beyond
rubbish.
the pole. Yeah,
This
beyond
is
the
rubbish.
pole. Beyond this pole. See where the deception comes in? And
Drink.
so,
It's deception.
Gong this shit.
Yes.
Okay.
This is just too fucking stupid.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
got. There's obviously a bunch of people that have put this crapola together, but
Yeah.
it's beyond the idiocy of the flat Earth map to begin with. Just to simply hypothesize, like all you had to go is just get out your little crayons and you can make whole new continents. Effing citation needed.
Right, and the fact that how many planes fly over the South Pole? and the North Pole. If there were extra
on the
lands,
conspiracy, Mom.
and I know if there were extra lands and extra moons and extra suns, those would be noticed.
But
But
what about why can't we
no-
have an extra Venus and an extra Jupiter too? I mean, why do they get stiffed?
Because they're too big.
That's true, and also it would mean that they would have to pay attention to even more astronomy that they ignore.
Exactly. Exactly. So, this whole thing is just them flapping their gums while fapping up some spectacular reason to post on the internet.
Yeah, isn't it
So
amazing
they
that
can
this person
hear themselves talk.
lives in the 21st century and is making use of advanced technology and putting things on YouTube that make use of satellite communication and all these other things, and yet this is what he presents.
Yes.
Before you decide to gong it, can I just let you know that we haven't got to the aliens yet?
Oh, there are aliens. Okay.
He
Oh, you
brings
tease.
up
Okay.
aliens in this. Oh my god.
Yes.
Colorado
how about-
biker prepper in the side chat. I think you've seen the video, but I'm not sure it's reptilians. But there's definitely aliens in here.
Oh, goody. So that's who lives
Alien.
in the spare continents, and no wonder there's no Starbucks because they don't like coffee.
Right. Okay.
If there are aliens involved, I want to hear more of this.
Oh, fine.
Sure.
Fine. I'll withdraw it for now. Oh
Yeah, if
my
it's got
God.
aliens in it, it's got to be science.
I'm just remembering this comic that I found online. The efforts of many scientists, one of the greatest technological challenges. All of this to deliver internet to Billy. The Earth is flat.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
it's nice
you
to know
realize-
the culmination
do-
of our technology.
Do these aliens know that they are illegal aliens because they're not registered with the Earth?
Yeah, that's true.
Good point.
And meanwhile, we've sent a probe to Mars, and pretty soon they're going to be going there, and they're going to be taking selfies with it.
Just in the side chat, Jin has put the outer rings are inhabited by Mormons. Unfortunately, it's not Mormons. It's
space
aliens.
Jews. It's space Jews.
I'm fairly sure it's not space Jews or aliens.
It's Mardukians.
But I think we should probably watch a bit more.
It's Marvukians.
Let's get to this
Marvins.
science.
It's actually, Facty's right. It's, Facty's just said it's a big puppy. It is a big puppy, but also I believe that Mr. Nielsen's puppy inhabits the outer rings of the Earth.
Or maybe he is
okay.
a trans-dimensional being that is the whole outer rings, just looks like a puppy. There, prove that wrong.
Yes, we will with an Illudium Q36 space
Explosive
modulator.
space modulator.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe Dr.
Marvin the Martian.
Frankenfurter.
We're
can-
supposed to hear an earth-shattering kaboom.
Where's my earth-shattering kaboom? Yeah.
Marvin the Martian
Okay, press
Reverend.
play, damn it.
What they put here,
Yeah.
looking at the map of Antarctica and taking ice shelves into account, he did not say anything extraordinary, but his quote is often misrepresented by flat earthers. Flatearth.ws/Admiral Byrd debunking flat earth misconceptions. See what they do here? Right next to, it's the second slide as you come to this one. So you find that, you get interested, and then bang, you get that. This is what we're up against, guys.
You,
So anyway,
you
moving
do
on.
realize that that's just an image filter,
There
and
are
it is
lots
not making
and
editorial
lots of
positions
different
as to what's
versions.
next to what.
Of this, more
Yeah.
continents. There are many different versions, but the one
Because
that I
it's all
like to look
made
at,
up.
and the one that I always, when I've been telling you in my videos before I could show you what I meant this one here.
The one he's decided is
This
most
one
right.
was in a newspaper, I think it was in the 1950s or 60s in America.
Oh, well, then that
And-
must make it legit.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh my God.
What's this world map made 10 centuries ago? And there's an article there. And there's writing around it. I can't blow it up, so I can't really read
documentation,
it.
please.
But this is the map that I refer to you when I'm talking about this. Now, funnily enough, when you add all the continents up, it's 33 continents. Now, put this out with this.
Yes, there it is. There it is.
The
33.
Masons. Yes.
Now, the 33, there's 33 of these sections here, yeah? And there's your flat Earth map. But could
And
that
there's your
33
Masons reference.
in reference to, sorry, this 33? Yeah? This is a 2,000-year-old Japanese map.
And of course, a map of 1,000
Now,
years ago would have
When I'm
shown
going to
South
take them to
America that
Majestic,
nobody knew
you talk
about.
Admiral Byrd and the expeditions and the Nazis
This guy is
and their
absolutely hilarious.
Schwabenland. Now, these were down by, I think, down here by
Schwabenland,
Argentina.
huh?
And this is where a lot of Nazis ended up after the Second World War, went hiding there. Boys from Brazil,
Oh, of
and all these
course.
sort of videos
Oh my
talking about it.
God!
And
Drink.
so, if it was a stop,
Drink.
Just
The
before you
Nazis went
just before you
hiding.
all start with your debunks, I just need to say thank you very much to Cajun Crustacean for a $2 super chat, who says, "Dude sounds like a bargain basement Isaac Arthur." Thank you very much, Cajun
I'd
Crustacean.
like to know what newspaper had this thing in it from this world map made 10 centuries ago, because I am not unfamiliar with the history of cartography, and this looks like something that would have been impossible for 10 centuries ago. Not the squiggly bit of stuff that looks like skewered coal around the edge, but the central map. Nobody 1,000 years ago would have made such a map.
Yeah, his lisp is something fierce.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hunt.
No,
up
it's a
this
British
because this is
accent.
Stupid.
It's more than that. He's got a lisp
really
on top of the accent. That's what that hissing sound is, the whistle when he talks.
What, all you want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth?
He sounds like he's talking without his dentures in.
Because he's
Anyway.
a reptilian in disguise.
As I wanted to say before we ended up moving on, the odds of a conspiracy to keep such lands hidden being kept for a year are they're so small it's not even worth considering. This kind of the kind of conspiracy that would be needed to cover up the moon landings, that would be blown wide open in less than a few years. This kind of conspiracy that would require literally everyone at some point in their lives to be in on it. If this conspiracy were to go on in our modern day, the odds of it being kept successfully hidden for one day would be less than my odds of waking up tomorrow with the Mega Millions jackpot in my hand. That's right. Me winning the lottery would be less likely, me winning the lottery would be more likely than this conspiracy being kept secret for one day. That's my piece said.
That's exactly what the Illuminati want you to think.
The phrase is, 2 people can keep a secret as long as one of them is dead.
By the way, if you Google, was this world map made 10 centuries ago, you will get Jason Colavito's 2011 discussion of this hoax map and some of the provenance on it. It's highly suspicious.
So it wasn't even made 10 years ago.
Oh, this apparently predates. This is a piece of flapdoodle that's been circulating for years more than this idiot knows. The original article was in the Hawaiian Gazette from January 11th, 1907, and Jason Colavito did a thing dealing with what was happening more recently. So anyway, if you Google that phrase, you will find that up on the internet, which I suspect our little nitwit didn't think to do. Yeah.
In the side chat, in the side chats, Don Giovanni says, conspiracies, blowjob, Oval Office.
Not necessarily in that order, I would recommend.
Anywho, should we watch a little bit more?
Let's get to the
Why
science.
not?
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Off point
We get to
here,
the alien.
that would probably be your nearest continent to it. Now, who's to say that the Dracos are not here? They've already said that there are bases
Ooh, the
out
Dracos.
on the shelf.
Draco
Let me just go
Malfoy.
back and take you back to that so we know what we're talking about. Out here, they've got bases out here.
Marked in red. Great.
But they could also have bases around about here because they look like the nearest to us. So that would obviously be the place that if you're going to make contact and set up a base, you would you
might
wanna
as well
set up here because it's the nearest to your rulers and the beings that are giving you all
Plus,
your technology.
there's a good gas station.
Yeah. So let me just move forward to this
Yeah.
United Nations flag, divided into 33 sections. What a coincidence!
Yeah.
Could have been 30. Could have been
But
31,
aren't the
35,
laurel leaves
37,
actually
could have
land
been less.
masses?
Why 33? I believe that this here. Now there might be a representation for the 33 continents.
No.
On the wrong way. That conglomeration of different races, tall whites, greys, dracos, whatever, mantis, could all be living out here. And the 33
Yeah, they could
in
be.
the middle could mean these guys.
With the big feet.
So it's just food for thought.
And the
I just find it
the
quite
moon
interesting
insects.
that that the United Nations has a flat Earth map as well. They're always trying to tell you something. They're always trying to tell you something.
Always trying to tell you something.
It's hidden right in front of your face.
It's hidden, of course.
This one
it
here
is.
is your new
It's
standard
hidden.
map
It
of
has
the
to
world.
be.
This is your azimuthal equidistance map.
Excuse me.
If I've got that right. Now, what I'm going to take you on to next is I'm going to take you on to a video called a documentary called
Oh,
Above
we're going to
Majestic.
travel the yellow brick
Now,
road now.
Above Majestic.
Here we go. Here
Fine.
comes the good stuff.
Above
We're
Majestic
traveling the
was
yellow
made
brick road.
a few years ago by Corey Good and
Military
another guy, his name
insider.
escapes me at the moment. He'll come back to me anyway. And this sort of encapsulates all the stuff that I've been trying to show you at the beginning of the video and gives you a bit of detail.
Oh,
as
then
to
why the
what's
hell
actually been
did
going
you
on.
waste
So what I'll do
time
is
on
I'll
you?
start it from here. It's about 12 minutes long, but I will stop it in between. And, we'll have some talking points and whatnot. But these guys here encapsulate pretty much what I want to say about this whole situation here. So here we go. Let's have a listen to this.
The Eisenhower administration that was forced into a treaty, somewhat of a surrender with a Nazi faction that had been operating. One of the witnesses that was Brigadier General Stephen Lufkin, who was on Eisenhower's staff, who was aware that he lost control to the corporations and that it would not be in the best of hands. And so once this treaty was signed, Nelson Rockefeller restructured the whole CIA MJ-12 operations. So now our legal government is no longer in the loop. They also replaced the complete MJ-12 group that was originally set up by President Truman with Allen Dulles as MJ-1, or head of the MJ-12 operations of all people, who was highly instrumental in the Nazi infiltration. What happened was,
documentation.
When this
needed.
happened, all of the
And where is the citation for any of this?
Nowhere.
Yeah, I'd love to know what ABC show this was from. That would have labeled him military insider.
More importantly, if this is supposed to be flat Earth, then why the hell are we talking about Eisenhower and unrelated shit?
Oh, because this is going to relate to the Majestic Project and all of the spies and the secret aliens and all the other stuff. Remember, we were promised aliens. You gotta have the secret so that they can keep the bigger secrets.
Hey, this is all I'm going to be seeing, that I think I might as well head to off because
Okay, yeah, go, yeah, and go and play with your cobra and have some time, fun time.
yeah, I'm gonna take off because if this is all we're gonna be seeing, I thought this was gonna be about flat Earth, but no, this is just about people talking about things with no
We could
citations
jump
at
ahead
all.
5 minutes as well and probably not miss anything.
Oh my goodness, we could.
And just gong this shit. Gong this
just-
shit.
Just, just 5 minutes, or how,
No, just
how
5 minutes.
much?
Just five.
How
Let's
much?
just see where we land 5
get a
minutes from now.
gong
Because
vote,
remember, he
please?
said he was going to show this video here. So presumably.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Yep. That's there's your aliens. Ice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, dear.
Some ice.
Snow throwers. This is
There's
where they
some-
dug up the thing.
Project Ice. That's
Greenland, 1960.
it's men in a hole in the ground. That's
Ice
some
worm.
sinister thing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
That's
So all sorts of unrelated things are dragged together.
Oh, look! There's a machine. There's some people. Oh, it's got to be
through
science. Look,
microscopes.
that makes it
That's
legitimate.
suspicious.
And then it's been changed to red. How
Red
spooky!
filter, yeah. All you have to
Oh.
do is change the color, and that becomes serious.
Oh, how sinister! And then this man.
Ooh, and there's an organism and a very sinister fireplace. David Wilcock, best-selling author and TV host.
That doesn't lend
Is-
much to your.
There's some. I don't know when to. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going
I'm
to keep
inclined
going
to think
until.
this was probably some 1970s or 80s UFO show. Look at this spaceship.
The
egg feeder.
Okay. What about restarting here?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. Let's go with the UFOs.
Some were round shaped like a saucer. And so he being a
And that's George
a spy
Adamski's chicken feeder.
for the Navy, found out all of these fantastic situations that were going on inside of Germany. And this is
People
an
have made models of them and
important
put them
point.
out on their backyard.
Instead of him
patio.
going to his boss, coming back to the United States, he went directly to the Secretary of the Navy, Forrestal. Forrestal gets tapped on the shoulder. He gets told, don't select a Navy officer to head up these operatives. What? He's told to select somebody who had never been in Annapolis. Now, almost every Navy officer, whether they're a one-star or a lieutenant commander, they've all been through Annapolis to learn how to be a Navy officer. It turns out Forrestal is told that every book,
Have you ever
book
wanted to
in the
know
libraries,
like
every book
into
in
a
the
giant
colleges,
bowl of mush?
every book in the universities, every book on this planet is
You get it. Every book.
Get to the
It's
point.
misinformation.
Just think about what he just said there.
Yeah, we're trying to think about what he just said here.
Tornado, you called a drink.
Yes, every book in every library and every university and everything everywhere, basically every book is
Everywhere.
misinformation, including, mind you, all of the fiction books, which have absolutely nothing to do with the Earth or UFOs or anything of the sort, including all of my mother's romance novels.
Now, are you sure of that, Tornado?
This man is saying that every book in the history of ever is misinformation, including the fucking Bible.
Oh, I don't think he's ever going to think this through that carefully.
Oh God,
Okay,
man.
We have to consider the time frame here. He's showing stuff like from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that back when we had phone books, none of those numbers corresponded to the names they were listed by?
Yeah, well, that would explain why I came up when I was going for the restaurant.
Oh, does this mean that every fan fiction is also now all of a sudden misinformation too?
Well, fan fiction always was.
Every Kindle.
What we're watching is disinformation too. So we can't even believe the person telling us that it's all disinformation.
I think we should gong this shit just based on the whole every book ever is misinformation. We should just gong this right here and end this stupid shit.
Well,
yeah,
we are almost at half past 10 for me. This is likely to be the last video. Does that color your decision? Would you like to watch a bit more?
For the safety of our sanity, so that we do not perceive more of this claptrap old ABC UFO show that may or may not have actually been on ABC. Maybe it was the British, the Australian ABC rather than the American ABC. Who knows? Who cares?
This is claptrap.
All I know is this has nothing to do with extra continents.
That came from a map of uncertain provenance from a source he didn't identify that he found with pictures on the internet, which is true for all the parts that he wants to be true, but not true for all the parts he doesn't want to be true.
Right.
I found the aliens.
There he is.
There he is. And
isn't he cute? There we go. And there is Antarctica ejaculating.
All over the planet. That's disgusting.
Absolutely. That's the secret they're really trying to keep from you. Nothing to do with space aliens. It has to do with the fact that Australia and Antarctica and all of these other land masses just can't keep their zippers zipped.
Oh, see, and then he goes back to the same maps. Right, I think we're good with this.
How do you think you got all those extra continents? Because those damn continents go around, they play around, they get really loose. You know, they knock up the continent next door. Pretty soon you got more land masses that way. I tell you, this is just a den of iniquity there.
Please stop.
Back in the old days, we had fewer continents because they were decent, upstanding continents.
And then they got angry at each other and broke apart.
Yeah, they started smoking cigarettes and wearing short skirts and going around listening to rock and roll. And then look at what happens. You got a whole planet full of continents. I tell you.
It becomes bedlam. Hell yeah.
Unless we go back to the old religion, Marduk, we are just going to go down that slippery slope even
Shut
farther.
up, Meg.
Oh my God.
I apologize for making even more sense than the video did. It was purely accidental.
Well, RJ, you forgot to talk about the teen continents having too much fun and having more continents.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's where they get archipelagos from.
That's where, yes, unwed continents.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on that
utterly insane note.
Shut up, Meg.
Oh my God.
We wasted less time than that guy did in the video.
I just want to say, North and South America make a lovely couple. How many millions of years and they're still holding hands?
Yeah, yes, there we go. It's been about 5 million years when science alert. In about 5 million years ago, the Isthmus of Panama was formed, cutting off the circulation between Pacific and the Atlantic, which helped plunge the Earth into its next ice age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry for that sudden intrusion of science, but I think after this video, we needed some.
Damn it, now I learned something.
Yeah.
Damn, RJ.
Bringing your sensible science in here.
Yeah. And it was
Doesn't
the
that
end of
suck
the
when that
terror
happens,
birds
Purple?
of South America because all those damn cats from North America were able to come down there, and the terrible dino, whatever the hell, Dinoceras or whatever it was, these giant 8-9 foot tall killer terror birds that were the major predators in South America got all died out. And it's all because of that damn expensive Panama.
Whoa!
Colorado biker says it's no wonder Florida looks like a giant penis.
Yeah. You should see the condom.
And then he says, not even 5 minutes later, does that make Alabama the testicles?
Well,
can you
there
not?
is a certain case to be made for that there, Tornado.
Look at Lake Michigan. It looks like a famous state.
Yeah.
Can we please
not? It
And
does.
you can operate out of Alabama these days.
I thought we gonged the video.
It's gone. We did.
All bean footage.
no, wait. It's gone.
Okay, are we gonna risk another video, or are we just wrapping it up here?
I think we'll wrap it up there. I was going to try and go for an hour at 1:22, and I don't think I could stand another one actually.
Yeah. Because one thing we will cover, whatever it was, there would not be any.
Good call, Cheese. Good call.
And
We didn't say or. What is it good for?
I
Whatever
say
you
discover that the space alien looks an awful lot like the Hulk.
Whatever you wish, Mother.
you were saying the one video is really long. That
Oh, that was
RJ
the one I put forward. That was that.
right.
That was 2
I
hours.
say that
Keep that for
we don't add any more videos to the wheel for next week.
later. Keep it as a threat.
Yeah.
RJ's Therapsid video is on here. No.
Oh dear. So, does anyone have anything they want to tell us? Is there anything we need to know? Is there anything you want to shill out?
Yes, go watch the 1984 Baggy movie. Well, more pronounced Boggy. It's a film by Osamu Tezuka, and it actually contains more science than the shit we just watched. Oh, and you also get a hot furry anime cat girl, so bonus!
Oh
To
my
be
God.
fair, a video test pattern has more information than the videos that we saw.
Yes, Game of Fools tomorrow night, 10:30 Central or 10:30 Eastern Time.
And if you want to load up on the Therapsids before listening to that very long video, go to Evolution Slam Dunk by James Downard.
Yes. And there's also Coffee with Lavender on Sundays at noon Eastern, and the open chat on Tuesdays with Lavender Lady at 7 p.m. Eastern. I think I got everything. And
Cool.
these all this crazy stuff that's on the I Network that I can't keep up with.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Purple, is there anything you want to shill out?
Just my regular chats, Wednesday at noon and Thursday at midnight Central Time.
And your hot date with Steam a Cup of Reason?
Yep, I'll be on with Steaming Cup of Reason in about 8 hours on the Mega Mirror.
Awesomeness.
and
Is there
just
any more for any more?
viewers, if any of the viewers manage to go and visit any of those extra continents out past the ice wall, take some selfies and report on it to us after you get back.
Yeah, really.
take some pictures with aliens.
Mm-hmm. And their spaceships.
I'll be waiting for that.
So from me, I just want to say thank you to everyone on the panel. It's been great fun. Thank you to everyone in the side chat, particularly Cajun Crustacean for the $2 super chat. I won't be here next week. I'm not sure who is, but it's been great fun. All of the times I've got to spend with you guys. Thank you very much to Sci Striking for letting me do this, and thank you all. And with that in mind, let's get the hell out of here. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Thank you for all your hard work, Cheese Mondo.
Yes, thank you, Cheese.
Oh, you're all welcome. It's been an absolute blast. So thank you all very, very much. See you,
Well, we
folks.
appreciate you filling in and keeping this going.
Thank you all.
A week
Right.
without stupid is like a week without stupid.
Right. Good night, folks.